Hi, today is still the same day, the 16th of February, and here is what happened today. There wasn't really anything going on today other than we had this guy that called me this morning from Olmsted County to talk to me about stuff that I didn't even know about and to confirm some financial thing. And because they didn't have the guardianship on file for them to know that my mom was my legal guardian, and so they ended up calling me instead. And then the social worker and our supervisor had to explain to this guy what was going on. And then what happened was also, they changed the meal plan schedule, so rather than make our own meal plans, the meal plan for dinner is already made up for you for them because they want people to eat healthier and stuff. And to my annoyance, my mom totally agrees with these people. But I guess it's for the best if my mom agrees with them. But I'm not saying that is a bad thing. I'm just, saying that she agrees with them. But anyway, it was, at least the good thing it was a dinner that I liked tonight because it was Sloppy Joe's. And the Sloppy Joe sandwiches were small, so I ended up getting 2 of them with French fries. And then I had raspberry flavored Jello and one of my pops, and I am almost out of pop. So when Mom picks me up tomorrow, because she's picking me up to go visit my grandma tomorrow, we will pick pop up on the way back, or like when we're at the food either when we're at the food shelf, because we're going to see if there's any there, and if there isn't any there, then we're going to go to the store and pick some up. And then we go, and then Mom's bringing me home afterwards. But this is an educational vlog today on what happens, like, what you're supposed to do if staff isn't going to show up. Ideally, what you're supposed to, this is about yesterday's incident. But ideally what you're supposed to do is you are supposed to let your supervisors and people know if you're not going to show up that day, or if you forgot, maybe, if you forgot the schedule, that's totally understandable. But just to make sure that doesn't happen again, you should, if you're a staff that works for a group home, you should write it down on the back of your schedule so that you know that you're supposed to be coming in that day. And also you should communicate better with your clients. Parents, if you're having issues with group home and your kid is like nonverbal or something, I would recommend you call the home and see what's going on there, or drop into the home unexpectedly and watch how they interact with your child. And if the interaction is bad with your child, then take that child out of that home. Now, luckily, I'm not having this issue here because everyone's really nice here, and my experience has been very, very good. But this is for anyone that's having a bad experience. This is also for anyone that's having a bad experience. If you suspect something's going on at that home, get anyone you can to come and observe and to determine, whether it be behavior specialist, doctor, whatever, and determine what's going on in this home that's causing this issue with your kid. We worked out a thing where what would happen is I would talk. If any of those official people try to talk to me again, what will happen is that I will have it on speakerphone, and then the staff can just explain to me whatever I don't understand of what they're trying to ask me. Yeah. So anyway, because I watched this vlog recently. So I've been watching this vlog about this kid named Robbie, and he's had bad experiences and he's been to quite a few group homes. Find a group home that you like, or if you know of one, or if you don't know, check more than one place out. Now, I fell in love with this home as soon as I stepped in the door and met the staff and everything else. But if you have not had as good of an experience as I have, check your group homes out. If you already qualified with a social worker and everything else, and weigh your options. See how the people act with your kid. Bring your kid to meet the staff people, or bring staff to work with them at your house. Things like that. These are just suggestions. I'm not saying you have to do this. These are suggestions. But, and this one's pretty well organized. So make sure you find one that's well organized. Now, Robbie and his mom have had problems where the group home they were in was unorganized, unstructured, and everything was sloppy. So, to avoid that, try and find a place and, observe the residents in that place for a day, and see how the staff interacts and the residents interact with staff. If it's not good, if they're in the room all the time, that would be a huge red flag. Only reason I am is because they don't have, or no, it's not that they don't have it, it's just they're getting to know me and getting to know what I like doing and everything else. But if they're in their room for more than the time it takes to set up the activity plan and figure out what the child or your adult likes, then if they're in their room pretty much, like if they're forced to stay in their room, like I wasn't forced, but if your child is forced to stay in their room and they're shut in their room all day, that's a red flag, and that tells you that you need to talk to your supervisors and everything else. So this is just an educational video for today. I'll talk to you guys later.